Mind just stating your name and your position here in the College of Science and Technology.
Okay, my name is Jonathan Lambright, and I am the interim dean for the College of Science and Technology. And the college consists of two departments, the Engineering, Technology, and Mathematics Department and the Natural Sciences Department.
And what do you hold a degree in?
My degrees are in mechanical engineering.
Uh-huh.
I went to North Carolina A&T State University in Greensboro, North Carolina, and got a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering
Okay.
and master's there as well, and finished at Georgia Tech with a PhD in mechanical.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I have an attorney that I work with that graduated from Georgia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
So he's always talking about the games that he's going to watch and
Oh,
everything like
okay.
that. So, um, as a child or in high school, I mean, was this something that you always knew that you wanted to do, or was there something else that you wanted to do instead of the engineering field?
I think engineering was something that I always wanted to do. My father was a refrigeration engineer,
Okay.
so I used to tag along with him to his job when I was younger, and he also had a heating, ventilation, and air conditioning company in South Carolina, and so I worked with him throughout my high school years and during my college years. So I felt it was something that I knew that I wanted to do. And plus, when I was a kid, I always loved taking apart my toys and putting them back
Okay.
together and things like that. So I think it was something I always wanted to do.
Are you originally from Savannah?
Was born in New York,
Okay.
in Manhattan, New York, and lived there probably till I was about 13, and went to high school in South Carolina, Somerville,
Okay.
South Carolina. I've been in Savannah about 10 years now.
And do you like it?
I love it.
Yes.
Yes.
What drew you to Savannah State?
Well, I knew that I was working in Atlanta for some private firms, small private firms, up until about 2002, mid 2002, and it was time to make a change because of the dot-com bubble burst. So it was time to make a change, and I knew I had a PhD, so I said, well, let me try my hand at teaching. But I knew I wanted to be in at HBCU, and I wanted to be close to the coast, and I wanted to be not too far from Somerville, South Carolina. And that sort of narrowed it down to about two schools, Savannah State being one. And when I came and visited during the summer, I really liked it, and kind of hit it off from there.
So you're relatively new then to, to Savannah State?
Well, 10 years here at Savannah State.
Okay, 10
Right.
years here at Savannah
Mhm.
State.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you say are skills for somebody who has a desire to be in the cost program? What are the skills that that person would need?
Well, I would say if you're thinking about doing engineering or engineering technology, you definitely have to be somewhat good at mathematics, or at least not hate it so much. You know, be willing to work through the problems. So mathematics is very important, actually, in all of the cost disciplines, whether it's engineering, physics, biology, chemistry. Mathematics is very important. So I would say that you have to be willing to learn the mathematics, you know, from the algebra all the way up to the calculus. And then the only other thing that I would say is the best thing, I think, is good study habits. If you've got good study habits, you don't necessarily have to be strong in a particular area, but you can get to that point where you are strong if you have good study habits. So those are the two things that I would say. You know, if you could be strong at mathematics, or at least be willing to learn mathematics and hone your study skills, then you'll be successful.
What are the different career options after you graduate?
There are a lot of them. Engineering is a vast field. There's so many different types of engineering disciplines, from mechanical, electrical, computer, civil. It's all a matter of where the student feels they fit, right? Biologists, biology majors, they can go in many different areas. A lot of the biology majors move on to medicine, become medical doctors. the forensics degree program students go on to move on to be crime scene investigators. There's a lot of areas that students majoring in our college can go on to, and there's such uh, a dearth of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics majors that there's so many opportunities out there. You know, whether it's engineering or biology or statistics as a statistician or what have you. You know, we just don't have enough people majoring in these disciplines, let alone African Americans. So there's a lot of opportunities out there once the students finish and complete their degree.
Mm-hmm. What are the different degrees that you can get from COST?
Here in our college, over in natural sciences, you can get a biology degree, marine science, forensic science, chemistry, and environmental science.
Mm-hmm.
Over here in engineering, technology, and mathematics, you can get a civil engineering technology, electronics engineering technology, mathematics, or a computer science technology degree.
Okay.
So 9-degree programs.
When the education program begins, do you know what type of degrees or certificates will be available for students who enter into that program?
Yes. So the education degree program begins in fall 2013 officially.
Okay.
And the first 4 programs that will start under the School of Teacher Education will be biology, mathematics, electronics engineering technology, and civil engineering technology. And the idea is that the students would major in these programs, but they would get they would have a concentration in middle grades education, I believe it is.
Okay.
So they take probably 75% of the major courses that a typical biology or civil engineering technology engineering major would take,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest of those courses would be within the education area.
Okay. What advice would you give somebody such as myself that was pursuing a degree in this college?
I would say first make sure it's what you want to do. I always encourage students to follow their heart.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's most important. Follow whatever it is that you think you'll be best at. Don't follow it because you think it may be a great paying job or there may be lots of money.
Mm-hmm.
But follow it because or do it because it's something that you feel that you are drawn to. And if you do that, you'll be successful. You'll be very successful, whether it's in the sciences or mathematics or whether it's in the social work fields. You'll be successful if you followed your heart. And just going back to the good study habits, I think if you have good study habits and treat the degree program as if it was a job, meaning that you try to put yourself on a schedule each day and try to follow that schedule, you'll be successful, very successful. So those 2 things, just follow your heart and
Mm-hmm.
try to keep very good study habits. And one more thing I would say is that you should try to get mentors. While you're in college, try to have a mentor in your field, someone that can guide you and direct you and to help you progress through your college career. And then someone who's a mentor to you after you graduate and you get into the work field. I think mentors are extremely important. So those 3 things.
Okay. If there was anything that you could do besides what you're doing now, if you could choose a different career path, what do you think you would maybe want to do? Is there always like something you dream to do, like sail around the world or, something like that? Is there anything like that you ever had dreams of doing or wants of doing?
If I had to do it all over again and I didn't do engineering, the only other thing that I think I may want to do would be maybe a medical doctor. I just enjoy helping people,
Mm-hmm.
and so I think being a medical doctor would be something I probably would have pursued, if not engineering.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Well, thank you. I think those are all the questions that I had to ask. So thank you very much
Thank you.
for allowing me to come in and interview with you. Is there anything that you like to do on your downtime when you're not up here at school, or is it all work, 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 work?
Mostly work, but I'm on the road a lot in between Savannah and Atlanta. So most weekends I'm on the road back to Atlanta.
Do you have a lot of family in Atlanta?
I have some family there, yeah.
Okay.
So not a whole lot of downtime, but on the road a lot and working a lot.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to stop